Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of Planetbase, now available on Steam from Madruga Works. Planetbase 2 in the works. Due out early 2027. Running a second or, well, a couple minutes behind here because of a Windows update on my laptop that I guess didn't load the drivers for the Wi-Fi, so I don't have chat up and running. Well, I do at the moment, but I won't once I jump into the game. So if you don't see me for a minute or two, or if you say something, bear with me. I'll get back to you as soon as that gets sorted out. Okay, so there's a little different background going here. I was dinking around on the like really difficult planet. So let's go to load, and Hoth Hideout is where we're hanging out. We're up to 1,000. Woo! Oh, yo, that's a lot. 100 people. Well, shoot, that doesn't seem like it's going to want to work. So let me do this. Let me pull the video up on my phone. And, well, okay. View channel. There it is. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to mute it. You may hear me here for a second. Oh, wait, I need that back up. Excuse me. All right, so let me make sure. Okay, I can hear myself. That's good. All right, so audio is working. That's awesome. What I need to find is the mute button. Well, I guess I could just turn the volume down on the phone, but I thought the video would allow me to mute it. Huh. Nope, that's not it. Let's just, I guess, just turn the volume down on the phone. There. Now you won't hear me. Cool. All right, and then let me pull the El Chato up. All right, so now you can see the chat. All right, we're good. Let's get into this. All right, turn the domes off here. Here's Hoth Hideout, hooray, and huzzah. This is our new section over here. This is the original side of the base over here. The only original piece of the base, I think, is the mine here. Everything else has been moved, changed, goofed around, or something at some point. So, yeah, we have completely, last episode, built basically a whole new base over here. Why is this person unhappy? He's having a drink, but he is not happy. Oh, he's a visitor. Screw him. All right. So we've got, let's kick this in the butt. Now, did I build? I did. Okay. Good. Now, I have a... Yeah, okay. I'm just checking to make sure we had a telescope built. The only thing we have to deal with on here, and this is their comms guy. I have a radio console, incoming transmission. Okay, I guess I did. Oh, I did build a radio deal. It's over here. There it is. Incoming transmission. Ooh, irradiated nuclear workers. Hey, do we? I might have to say no. I hate to do that, but I have to say no because they will use up every last one of our medical kits, and I want to make sure we've got, you know, you really need to have about 20 plus stockpiled to handle a big ship like that. 65% commission. Piss off. So, yeah. And we've got additional positions here. Let's look at... We have 10 medics. We've got 4 workstations to process and make medical supplies. Supplies! Now, food is stockpiling. We've run out of spares. Of course spares are a problem. Spares are always a problem for some doofus reason. So it's entirely possible that we do not have enough people, all things considered. We're at 100, but we have 24 meals. Now, the 24 meals, I want to check and see if how would you know temps are going to drop if how would the computer know if temps are going to drop if there's no internet connection? Can't reach the page. Well, that's weird. Not connected to the internet. Then how did the computer figure out temps are going to drop? That's dumb. Whatever. Alright, we'll screw around with that later. Okay, another trade ship coming in. We got tons of money. We got all the techs, I think. Let me check here. 50% commission. Boy, you know what? Boy, howdy. First off, let's get some spare parts. And we'll get a bunch of these. Now we can trade off a bunch of these. We could trade off a couple of these. We could trade off a bunch of this too. There we go. That'll work. Cool. Okay. So we basically have two bases divided by the starport here. All right, because we've got storage, and then beyond storage, you've got your bar, your rec facilities, your canteen, production facilities are over here. This needs to be, I guess, turned on. That'd probably be a smart idea. We don't have a whole lot of... Now, I have two semiconductor facilities over here. All right. Let's do it. Let's do a bed count. So we've got one dormitory, that's 10 beds. Okay, and then we got 3 cabins over here. Okay. Here's a second dormitory, which is another 12. So that's 22. That's primarily designed for visitors. Okay. All right, and that's our dormitories. So 22 plus 7, 14. That's 36, 43, 48. 55, 69. All right, so we got 69 beds. Okay. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. We may well try to squish in a dorm or something over here. Maybe even just a cabin. I think this will pop in over here. Maybe not. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, not happening. Okay. Did I count this one? 7, 14, 19, 26, 33, 40, 47, 57, 69. Yeah, okay. No, I think we're good. We're going on our bed count. Of course, the standard operating procedure, the way I run the game, is you want to have one bed for every 2 butts. Now, of course, we've got visitors coming in too. I think we can offload some of this too. In fact, I'm pretty sure we can offload quite a bit of that. Okay. Oh, wait. 255, value 195. So let's... Whoop, up, up. There we go. Beauty. All right. Now, again, if you ever need to clear storage out because you got a crap ton of stuff, of course, we've got the massive storage facility here. This is the massive storage facility here. So we have two of the big ones. That's the ones that require the patent. Oh, what's this? Oh, they still haven't launched. Huh. This happened once before. This is a Windows update thing. It screwed up my laptop as usual. That figures. All right. So now we're going to be able to plow through here. See there? So that's going to work out. The question is, what are we going to do over here? And the answer is... Oh, you're bad guys, bad guys, bad guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get on. Get up, security. Get it up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Hopefully our... Jesus. We got one guy over here who's going to die. An engineer just died. Crap. Alright, well, we need more. We need another engineer. Medic! Alright, get the medics into play here. Alright, now that they're... We'll release them. Okay. So, what do we need to put over here and over here? As a trade ship just came in. That's a big one. 55% commission. I don't really need stuff. We'll clear out some of this. Don't need much of the meat. Okay, let's see what we can do here. There's 485. 517. Oh, he's over on weight. Nope. 515. Okay. I think we can do that. Trade. Now, that's going to require a lot of moving stuff. So we got 7 carrier bots, which will handle most of that. All right. So our main bot shop over here is producing all 3 kinds of bots, which is great. Now we have a secondary. Ooh, wait a minute. Do I have a secondary? I do not. I thought I did. I do not. Which means any bots working over here have to transit all the way over there for repair. So let's rectify that with a bot shop right about here-ish. That seems like a pretty good idea. Yeah, see how this guy just came rolling around from way over there? Yeah, that was the issue. So, okay. You know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's peanut butter jelly time. Now, we have a lab over here. That's making chicken. Let's just check. Our basic meals are no good. Basic is no good. This one's empty. So maybe we have a bit of an issue here. There's a lot of food somewhere. But where the hell is it? There's drinks machines. It's not in the drinks machines. It goes into the drink machines. All right, so there's salads. That's good. So there's a bunch of food over there. Not so much over here. Now, there's a bar here that maybe, yeah, it may be eating up some of the food supplies from over here. So we are going to put in that and that. Oh, we still need to get a couple of crew in here to get that engineer replaced. We don't need that. 219. Oh, we got a lot of ore. Yeah, we got a dozen ore sitting around. Okay. Let's look at crew. In fact, let's just go all engineers with a slight chance of guards. All right, there's two engineers just came in. Really? You had to send a big ship for 2 engineers? Come on. Come on. And then, so we're +1. Let's go with that right now. I'm really concerned on making sure food production stays up. We actually have 3 biodomes. This is well, that's not the original. This was the second one, which is the largest non-farm patent dome. Okay, here we go. All right, there is a biologist and a engineer. Okay, so we're +2 on engineers. That's helpful. Plus, we just built this new bot shop over here. Part of it really is just to accommodate this. And then we may do a couple of these. No, I'm not going to put that there. Try to make it look like it's nice and open. Shoo! You can go right through it. All right, trade ship has landed. I don't know if we want anything. I don't know if we need anything. We really don't need anything. We don't need the money. We don't. I mean, at this point, I may well. Yeah. See, we got all the techs. Now we may start trading off some, or we can start working up medical supplies. Supplies. Okay. There's 1 biologist, 1, 2, 3 guards. Sweet. That was a nice upgrade to the guard staff there. Wow, for 20%, we've picked it up to 15. All right, so let's look at, I still want to bring up the number of engineers. But like 2 engineers and 1 biologist would be an ideal group to increase. So that's there. The canteen's there. We're getting a little further afield of that point. So we're going to not make new bots here. We'll make new constructor bots there. And we'll set this up for driller bots, but we're going to hold off on production. We do need to pick up on... oh, we just got some more crew. There's a biologist. And maybe 2. Okay, let's pause on crew. We're up 10 people now. Yeah, so now we've picked up several engineers. We picked up guards. We got medics. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good for now. So let's see what this knucklehead wants. 60% commission. We don't need you. You know what? At this point, hell with these guys. We're self-sufficient to the point that you know. Let's maybe turn traders off. And if we start stockpiling just a ton of crap, then we'll look to switch that. All right. Are we getting with salads and pasta? That's what I want to see. So onions, lettuce, mushrooms. This will be salad. Boom. Onions, lettuce, chicken will just be basic meals. Oh, we got all salads. Okay, cool. And that's why I'm keeping the number of these stupid meat makers down. Because unless you really have a dedicated setup to where you're growing wheat to make burgers, that stuff's just going to stockpile and it's going to just glom up the works. So we got one over here. In fact, we're going to switch this one to cow. Oh, we just lost a driller bot. Okay. This is, you know what? Let's go ahead and enable this for driller bots. And so we got 2 of these over here. I want 2 of them over here as well, which we clearly need more engineers. But I want to evaluate our food stocks and situation. Go 10 people, evaluate. 10 people, evaluate. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to me. All right, so we got a blizzard detected. Let's put a dorm in here. And we can move this through. How's our red alert? Shoot. Our guards seem to be on them. Okay, now a couple of them are hurt. Yep, but that's cool. We got more. Next man up, right? That's how you deal with that. I mean, we could actually do away with the visitors at this point too if we wanted to. 226 out of 1,000. Okay. Dang. Oh, blizzard's coming. All right, we can get someone out there to build this real quick. There you go. Why are these low on oxygen over here? Okay, I know why. Remember we've talked about previous episodes, especially with sleeping facilities, you need to have an O2 generator like within a couple of steps, and this one's 3 steps away. So that's what happened. Is it's a little further away. You fill this dorm up, you fill this, that's a lot of mouths breathing in one area. That's why you need a lot of O2 generators, and I really don't have enough over here. So what I think I may do to supplement, we got a couple of options here what we could do. We got a couple of options of what we could do. Okay. I think I see what I want to do. It's going to require destructinating some stuff. But if if it's stupid, but it works, it's not stupid, right? So here's what I think. If we take this airlock out of play, now we gotta wait for Knucklehead to show up. I'll go ahead and put a bigger O2 generator in here, I think. Well, I guess my stupid laptop's just not going to work. So we'll just close that up, get that out of the way. Cool. All right. That'll work. And then we could just leave that there. I think we take this out of play. And I think we can just put a little side airlock here. Or do that. And maybe we'll still put another airlock over here. No? Okay. All right. So we do that. So that's O2 for 20 more people. So that will support 50 people over in this section. And again, it still may not be enough. So, what do we got? Oh, spatial accident victims. Ooh, we got radiation, we got trauma. Yes, we'll take them. We got 34. All right, here they come. There's gonna be a lot of people coming in. So the med bays are going to get busy here real quick like. All right, new med bay is up. We're going to do a cabinet and four beds. Go ahead and take this one out. Take this one out. Make this connection, make this connection. Quit, hey. Okay. As soon as that connection's made, then we can take this out of play. Because right now this is on this connection here. And there it's made. And then, so that means now we can take this out. Alright. Need Smedley and friends to come clear this stuff out. Here comes a dock. Docks don't have anything better to do but carry stuff around. Nope. Doc went to get ore. We definitely need more carrier bots. Okay. No? That works. Right there. Yep. Now, if all else fails, and I may do this before all else fails. First off, let's check the grid. Water 2351, that's good. I don't know if we've got room to squish something else in here. Probably could put a small one, but can't do anything over there. Maybe. Hold on. Can't even put a small one in. Huh. So what we'll probably do here, I'm pretty well liking this idea. We may have to take out this sleeping arrangement, but we could put in another O2 generator, I think, in this space, even if it's just for 20 people. And then we can extend out this way. If all else fails, we could move this deal. So let's take that into account or consideration, and go ahead with our next extension over here being an O2 generator. And then what we may look to do is we have maintenance people that are going to need to get out over here, and they can't here. They have to come out here. So to make that a little more convenient, let's see if we can do that. That should help them out. All right. I don't see engineers working over here. I don't see any working over here. Well, one. I do see a lot of workers working, which is great. So clearly we don't have enough engineers. Food looks to be good. Pasta just popped up. That's great. Radishes and tomatoes. One more vegetable and that becomes salad. Well, there's radishes, tomatoes, and basic meals. Boo. That's all right. Another gunfight at the OK Corral. Oh, we lost one civilian. Maybe. Maybe not. Look at Doc, the biologist running in there going to go fisticuffs with the guy. He's got a gun. Screw that. I'm a doctor. I'm smarter than you. I'm going to beat your ass. Yeah. Okay. Let's know how that works. All right. So this got built, but the connection didn't get built yet. All right. Let's kick this back into gear. Meals. Meals, meals, meals. All right, I want to continue working on the idea of pasta coming in. Pasta. So we got onions. Let's put a radish pad in here because we want variety. Pasta and salads are the direction I tend to want to go. Just the way things shake out to make burgers, they seem to be a little more rare, as it were. Slade Lowe is not a happy camper. He needs some high quality H2O and had to go all the hell the way over here. Oh, he's having a drink. Let me get some more engineers in here. Maybe another medic. Excuse me. All right. Guys, I hope you're having a great Saturday. All right, there's a medic and an engineer. That's good. That's 11 medics. Cool. All right, let's see here. GM tomato pad, onion pad. Aha, this needs to be replaced. So we're going to wait till this cycle pops, produces, and then we will look to replace this with a GM onion pad. Okay. That just produced. Okay, GM onion pad. All right, let's do another, whoops. GM tomato pad and another wheat pad. Cool. All right. And then over here, we've got more space available. Crew on the big ship. All right, 3 medics and an engineer. Of course, because when you tell personnel, hey, you know, 1 out of 5 people needs to be a medic, they send 3. Okay. Let's do that. All right, we'll push up to 120 here. Now, why'd you go that way, dude? Your exit's over here. See, we don't have any engineers working in... Oh, we got 1. Okay, 1 is good. And I think we're getting a little distant from the canteen. Oh, we get a small cruise ship this time? We did. We got 2 engineers. 3 engineers? Engineer, engineer, engineer. All right, okay. All right, we got 3 engineers. That dude's taking the frickin' long road. And this is why I have a security console over here, okay? Because if that had been a visitor and been a bad guy and they decided to come traipsing all the way over here, I want to have a security presence to make sure that they're not going to F around. And if they F around, they're going to find out. You know what I'm saying? That's full up of guns. We got guns. We got guns, hon. Cool. All right, there's another couple, 3 engineers. All right, that gets us to 122. All right, so let's go back and shut colonists down here for a minute. I mean, we could use a couple of workers and what have you, but again, I'm going about 10 people at a time. Let's take 10 person step. Spatial accident victims. We can handle this. All right, docs on duty. A lot of people. They got irradiated or they got busted up. A coolant leak in the fusion core. Damn, this guy's going all the way over. Oh, he's going to get something. They're going to get something to eat. Hey, do you mind taking your irradiated self and at least getting decontaminated first? Bruh. What the hell? We are out of bioplastic, which sucks. We've got starch. We're just not keeping up with the numbers on bioplastic. And you can see there's a couple of, there's 3 bioplastic machines there. There's 4 here. 3 of the 4 are operating. All right. Let's do fetty engineers and there. If we get one of each, worker, engineer, biologist, I would be happy. All right. Oh, here comes a big ship. What are we getting? All right, 1, 2, 3 engineers and a worker? Or did we just get 4 engineers? Holy crap, we got 4 engineers. Jiminy Christmas. All right, engineers, we're done for now. I want to make sure we got enough biologists to grow and maintain the food systems for all this. Now, that said, let's prepare for the next expansion, which we got room to, we got some, ooh, we're at the edge of the map here. Uh-oh. Wow. Boy, howdy. We have problems. I picked this, just a really crappy LZ on this deal. So we're up to 130 people. So we're going to need a, maybe a farm dome to serve this side over here. I feel like if I can do, uh-oh, that ain't good. Oh, that ain't good at all. That's not good at all. The wind died. The frickin' wind died on me. That figures. All right, I need this down. Yeah, I hear you. Shut it. Your frickin' retarded wind stopped. Folks, that's why wind turbines are not ideal for your primary source of power, okay? You see what I'm saying? You don't understand. You do not just need wind turbines. Okay, hey. I'm working on it, all right? Just relax for a second here, dude. Okay, let's get that up. Let's get another one up over here. Then let's build this here. And then, well, maybe we can keep going this direction. Okay, we got a little room to work with. So I don't want to totally block off this access. We can come through on this side. Is there any way we can do anything over here? Kinda, maybe. Okay. Maybe. It's not going to be anything big. But even if it's just a water extractor, I can't do the big one. But let's see. Well, we're clearing some space out, but I don't think this is going to pay off. Oh, there we go. That got a big one. Okay, cool. That's going to help. All right. Oh, boy. Oh, we are going to have another rough night. We need all these. This guy needs to unass this LZ. Man. Yep, I hear you. And we, because the wind died again. I've shut down non-critical stations. I mean, this is ridiculous. Okay, now the wind's picking up. Now we are back going again here. Okay. So this we should have enough room to work around this side. And okay, so this is at my back is an edge of the map. So we do have more room we can grow, but it's this way over here. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get the mines back up and going here. Oh, and of course the wind dies on us again. That's swell. Appreciate you. Yeah, we are not producing near enough with the wind dead. I fell behind on paying attention to stuff there, and that's on me. So, ooh. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That's too far. It'd be great if we could stretch something over to here, but that ain't gonna, we're not gonna make it. Just lay longer cables, dude. I'm just saying. All right, now we're going to have to rebuild our stockpile of bioplastic and metal. We had 70 spare parts. I think we can reduce that production. So let's cut that down, one on each side. That's one there. And we only have one over here. Oh, that's a spares workshop. Oh, that's guns. Oh. We'll keep that one up. There's really no point in us continuing to make guns either. We have so many. Okay, we got through the night without shutting down. That's a positive. One of y'all will get gun complete. So we'll focus on semiconductor production. And press on from there. Okay. So there's a second spares workshop. This one's loaded up. This one's not. Let's shut it down. It'll still get loaded. Okay, you clowns don't want to... Here, we'll shut that down. That'll reallocate engineers to other stuff. All right. So let's see where we stand here. Can we maybe squeeze in... that would actually be good. Nope, that ain't going to work. Which means the other won't work. Yeah, that's not going to work. Nope, that's not going to work either. Okay. Well, All right, well, we managed to get to 130 people. That's a positive. Food seems to be doing fairly well. I might put in some more meal makers, but then I think what you can wind up doing... Look here, great. So, there's pasta and salads, one basic meal. Perfect. There's one basic meal. There's some salads. Okay, cool. What you can wind up doing is inadvertently starving your people by putting in too many meal maker machines. That's why I only have 3 in each of the canteens. Okay. Now these things here are obviously going to take up, you know, 3 vegetables But if people aren't going in there to drink, then, you know, you're not just sending vegetables off there. They'll go to storage or to the meal makers, right? So, what I was looking at before things went sideways previously. Let's take a look at our grid now. 403 to 317, that is not good enough. It's an improvement. Of course, the wind died again. Wind power is just unreliable. This applies to this game and applies to real life. Let's see maybe if, I don't think we'll be able to, but yeah, okay. You know what, that works. Put that there. Okay. Put that there. And I don't think we need another storage unit. We built a couple of those, right? Now our storage is full. That's good. We'll put another storage unit in for giggles. Giggles. Really? Why can't I build over here? Oh, we're at the edge of the map. Eh. You suck. Okay. Well, we'll work that a different direction then. Do I have the Goliath? I have all of them. I have all the techs. The Mega Collector Patent. Right? So, hello, go away. So there's the small one. Bigger, bigger, biggest. Okay. Yeah, there's 4. This is the 5,000 unit, 7,500, 12,500, and 20,000 unit. All right, now, sun's up, no wind is blowing. So 370 over 320 use. We're still going to need to expand on that. Oh, man. How did I wind up with such a crappy LZ? All right, yeah, you know what? We're going to just power up 2 of the pads. And, of course, guards, get busy. Your boy's getting shot. All right, there's double the firepower. And now there's civilians coming along. Did one of our guards just go down? Jiminy Christmas. These assholes sat there the whole time. Who's that guy? He's an asshole, sir. What? An asshole. How many assholes are there? Who's that? His uncle is an asshole. How many assholes are there on this ship? Sir! Everybody on the ship's an asshole. You know what? All right, let's go with that. Of course, our happiness probably just took a dip. Our prestige jumped up. Well, that's great. Doesn't solve the whole problem of me landing in a bad LZ. So what I'm going to try to do here is set up this door, this building, okay, and then we'll set up another canteen to bridge this space, and that'll complete this loop. Now, from a perspective of getting stuff out here, it's going to be a pain in the butt. We do have, how many? We got 10 carrier bots and 11 constructor bots. So we can actually work on... Switch that over to carrier bots. And there's one each over here. Okay. So I think that'll work out. That's going to take a minute because it's going to take a bunch of metal to get this squared away, but... Alright, you know what? Shut that down. Set this one back up and get it done. Alright, crew just came in. It looks like a worker, a biologist, and maybe a second biologist. No, it was a worker and a biologist. Okay. Blizzard approaching soon. Okay. That's cool. It's casual. We could actually take out one like this one. Possibly two of these landing pads. Three guards. Okay. Up to 15. Oops. Now let's see what, with wind turbines at full crank, they're generating 640 kilowatts of 360, and we're at full power, so that works out. See, this is where I should have landed. This big open space over here. Yep. Got screwed out the drive-through. Oh, you know something? Hold on. Hold on a second here. Can I squishy? No, of course not. Can I get a connection here? If we could bridge from here. That's a very large solar panel, too. That's not even the biggest of the big. Oh, there's more crew. I think. 36, 37. Okay. 136. I'm going to go to 140 and hold. I don't think that lone... Is there any chance we could pull this off? Still no chance. All right. Okay. Then I need to do this a little bit shorter. All right, because I need to get to here. We got to fap around with this for a minute, because I want to see if we can get across this gap. That's just a little bit more space. I may be able to squeeze a couple of little things in there. Not habitable stuff, but... All right, we just get crew in. No, we did not. Oh, that's going to work now. It is, it is. Canteen's low on oxygen. Which canteen? Oh, that's the new canteen. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's shut that down. Oh, you know what? Actually, nope. we'll build a water fountain in there. And maybe this, and maybe a machine. I'm going to power this down. Kind of just to serve this end of the base over here. Did I? There we go. Alright, here comes crew. Oh, we already picked up 2. Alright, there's 3 biologists and a worker. That's 142. That's good for now. Let's hold up on the colonists. Yep. So we still got more biologists than anything. But now we've got... we're back to having more workers and engineers. Alright. So now, this deal. Let's figure this out. Because I feel like now we can squish a couple of things out here. I don't think this is going to be one. I mean, it may, actually. And then let's see if we can get across this gap. We're going to get across this gap. We've got to get across this gap. We're going to have to do this in 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Aha! Figured we'd be able to pull this off to some extent. Now, I'm not saying this is a big deal, but okay. Well, heck, we could almost move. We could put like 2 landing pads over here. Okay. So now, what that tells me is we've just got to be smart about what we choose to put over here. Because maybe if we try to put this, it doesn't work, right? But maybe if we put a couple of these, it will work. All right, well, one size down. One size does not fit all. I like how that's been changed, if you've noticed, to one size fits most. Okay, what about if we take this out and we take this out? Okay, let's gather that stuff up. Because maybe we can put the radio tower over here. We still need to figure this space out, though. This could be part of the deal if we could shorten this connection or maybe go this way. It may open more room. Of course, we could take out that landing pad, too. Just go with too big, too small. Not like we need visitors. Not like we need trade ships. We're pretty balanced right now in things. Now, we only have 8-9 meals. That's not a good thing. So let's actually put in some more food production here. Basic meals over here. Wait, tomatoes. Okay, that stuff's getting hauled a long way. So let's do this. GM tomatoes. Wheat. Mushrooms. Okay. And for variety's sake, onions, lettuce. And we'll do a second wheat pad. Hopefully that doesn't get neglected. sake of diversity, let's throw in a P-pad. Damn it. All right, now we got 2 shooters have gone out this time. So while one's going to take all the hits, he's got backup. Now we got 3. All right, we done? So 2 of them took the hits there. Okay, I think we're done. All right, so back over here. And put a second there. 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 Cool. All right, so now we got water fountains and we got stuff people can look at over here. Entertainment to kind of serve this area over here. All right, back to this. Now, what are we looking at? What we're trying to do is work this. Daylight hours, we're not getting enough from the solar panels. We need more solar. And unfortunately, we can't squeeze that in there. There's not enough space. We can't even get the second biggest in there. But we could get the biggest here. The question is, can we bridge across? So, we're not going to use the landing pad, then we don't need the landing pad, right? Make sense? It makes sense to me. Oh, we're on like slow ass speed. Punch it. Okay. So we're getting some of this cleared out. And now, if someone will come get, dude, where are you going? No. Seriously, where the hell are you going? You just went for a walkabout all the way around the base to pick up that. Wow. That was dumb. Okay, whatever. Okay. I know. I just pulled a psych job on him. Okay, let's put that there. Now, can we put this here? And then can we get something over here? Please. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Jerks. Now, maybe it's going to take this. Okay. All right. Let's look smaller than that. Maybe we can go smaller and get something there. Thank you. And maybe we can get something bigger here. Okay. Maybe we can just play around with it for a minute. Kind of clear out and see what space we got available. We don't have a lot of meals. Really? There's all that space there, and you can't squish that in. Seriously. You guys. Okay, well, let's do that then. Okay. That gets us a little bit more stuff. A little bit more power generation there. And then over here, I'd really like to... I think here what we can do is take out this pad. We're going to put in a smaller pad. Maybe we can put in the big deal here then. Maybe. Yep, there we go. And then maybe... Okay. All right. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. So maybe we can just put the stupid signpost. Now, wind's dropping off. I'm just trying to get a gauge. Yep, there's our gauge right there. 486, 440. 440 is our total output. So we must have 8 of the massive panels. How do you figure that, A-Train? Because we're putting out 55. 8 times 5 is 40, right? Well, it stands to reason that 8 times 50 is 400. So 440. Boom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's an 8th one here somewhere. 8. There it is. So we've got 2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ja, I can math. Das gut. That's not the super large power collector. We need that corrected. And I think from a water standpoint, just goof with something here for a second. Ain't gonna work. Oh, it does work actually. Let's clear that stuff out. I don't think we can get another water collector in here unless it's a baby. So here we're at nighttime and the wind dies off completely, but having 140,000 storage helps. So, yeah. All right. Meals up to 20. Yeah, now we got 20, 30 meals going. That's good. That's what I want to see. Salads, wheat, mushrooms, tomatoes. That's going to make... wheat, mushrooms, and tomatoes should have made pasta. But, okay. Now, storage is way the hell over there. So that's a long way to carry crap for that deal. So let's go ahead and put another machine in here to save some walking. Now at least I feel like, yeah, see, we still have a quarter of the day left and we've got full power. We're able to generate more than double what we need. All right, this stuff over here is getting picked up finally. Oh, there goes a driller bot. We have 14 of them. This should fit here. Okay. All right. I'll get a little more solar going there. We got extra routes for people to get in and out. On this side, we got extra wind turbine generation. We upgraded a power collector. Actually, I think we swapped one for one. I think I'm going to take this out. Put that in. And once that gets cleaned up, I think we'll try to put a little cabin or something here. Just a little extra living space. Okay, cool. Oh wow, that ooh, that does fit there. All right, this is, if it's stupid, but it works. Nope. And it does. Okay. So this is going to add 13 new beds. All right, let's get these supplies out here, people. Let's go, let's go, let's move. You ain't got far to go. Come on. We just need like 2 more. Okay, good. Get this built. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You get it built, then I can actually do stuff with it while the storm's going on. All right, cool. So we just created sleeping for 12 more people. Awesome. Which is effectively 24 more people, I think. Great. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. Guards. Hello. Shathids. You want to wake up? One guy goes. And it's a dude who's tired. Okay, now his backup's showing up. Oh, great. Now another one. Now we're gangbanging them. There you go. That's right. Show no mercy. All right. This side of the base definitely needs a exercise room, I think. Well, no, actually it's got one right here. And this side of the base has one here. So we got workout rooms. We got a bar here. That's centrally located more or less to facilitate. We got two of them. So visitors come in, right? If they're tired, they go here and they can go sleep. If they, and then they check, well, they check in through security either way. If they need medical treatment, they go here, here, or well, we've got other med bays, but probably should take this sleeping area out and put another med bay right here. But we're not going to do any calls. I'm not fussed about my prestige at this point. What I'm fussed about is being able to handle the additional crew needed. So there's a couple things we could do here, and that's close this out, move this dorm here, and then put another medical facility here. Because we've got 4 beds here, 6 here. That's treatment for 10. 16 would be ideal. Hey, Drillerbot dude. Get out of there. I'll just go grab all that stuff. Now, we may... There we go. Actually, just move it right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build a big dorm here once all this crap gets moved. That'll fit. And that'll give us a couple extra beds to make up for the ones we just lost. I think it'll fit right here. No, you just built that, doofus. Cool. All right, so now let's look at this big dorm. There we go. Perfect. That'll work. Then we're going to make this connection here. Get that done. More beds for butts. And we will be rolling. So lots of meals available. We're slipping off of excellent a little bit. There you go. So that's 16 sleeping accommodations. Hey, Train, what are you doing? I have a plan. What I think I'm going to try to do here is squeeze in at least a small O2 generator right here, and then see if we can put the dorm past it, or the cabin. I'd put the cabin here, but that doesn't fix the issue. That means the air has to go from here to here to here to here to here. So you want to put and what I may well do is flip this cabin, if we can, off of that O2 generator. You see what I'm saying? Do the flippy-do switcheroo, as it were. Yeah, see? That goes in there nice and tight, tidy. And this is air for 20 more people. It won't make that connection. But can we put a cabin off of it? We can put a small one, and we can put a big one. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So that will help accommodate 20 more people down this end of the base. Should being the operative word, help resolve. Because we put this 20 person in here, put this 20 person in here, that's an extra 40 people on top of this 30. This 30, this is a temporary deal here, right? I mean, if you have people processing in and out, in theory, you got a lot of people coming in and out of the airlocks, and then this backs that up. But this kind of backs up. This is the central corridor. All right, someone come complete this deal. No way. Oh, it almost fits. Damn it. So close. I feel like it'd be more efficient too if I flip this one around off of here. But then it takes it off these people's workspace. Like you got workers here and here. Those workers can go over here to sleep. So this should be fine. This should help just support that into the base. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. I'm A-Train. Hope you're having a happy Saturday. It's a Spacefarer Saturday here on the channel as we are playing Planetbase, now available on Steam from Madruga Works. Planetbase 2 is in production. It'll be out early 2027. We're working on closing out all the base game achievements, which I had all 10 for the easy planet, and I have 9 of the 10 for the other 3 planets. So this is the challenging planet, which is the second one. And I have 9 of the 10. The only one I don't have on the other 3 is Consolidation, which is when you have 300 colonists. So right about now, we are going to, we're checking, we're keeping an eye on our meal numbers. Everything's looking pretty spiffy here. Boy, we have so many guns. I guess we'll go ahead and open up the trade ships again. We can empty out some of this inventory. It won't be big trade ships. Well, it could be a big trade ship. Let's see if a big trade ship comes in. Yep, there comes a big trade ship. Nope, that's a visitor ship. With 4 dudes. Really? There's a freaking Guardians of the Galaxy here or something? What are y'all doing? Hope you'll like the video. Appreciate you. Helps the channel. Share and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Join the A-Team via Discord. Meet new friends. We have comms channels available for you and your buds to use. Game strategy stuff. Share pictures of your villages, bases, whatever. Cats, dogs, cars, dinner. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on there. Plus, if you have a channel and become a part of the A-Team, we'll link over to you and send some business your way. Hopefully, you'll send some our way. All right, here we go. Get a trader in here and 55% commission. You know what? I don't care. Let's just clear some stuff out. There's 100. There you go. How many bots do we have? We're down to 9. We got 15. Oh, you know what that means? We need more engineers. So let's kick this on. There. Of course, the landing pads are all tied up at the moment. Oh, there we go. Oh, freed up. Here comes 1, 3, 2, 1. All right, personnel, get my request. What's the deal? Not yet. There we go. What we got? 1 of each. Okay, 2 workers is good. I guess with 82 plastic sitting around, we could just, throw some more stuff in here for giggles. Oh, crew. Okay. Couple 3 biologists and a... Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, here we go. And there's problem children. One guy, come on. One guy's responding. He's going to die. Damn it. This dude just came over and sat down. There's civilians responding before our guard just died. Thanks, assholes. Look at that. Jerks. Wilmer Valdez, we salute you for actually having the balls to go do your job when your dickhead compadres sat at their desks or came in and sat down to have a cup of coffee. Gee, Christmas. Asshole! That dropped us down. All right, at some point here, we're going to build the stupid stuffs too. Hang on. Let me see if I can find. Oh, wait, that's probably a cruise ship, and it is. All right, there's a couple new guards. Well, looks like an engineer. Oh, maybe that was it. That was not a guard. Let's split up more that way. That got us to 150. Cool. All right, so we're going to set out. Go ahead and put hold on colonists. 150 is our goal for the episode. Can I put a stupid radio thing in here? Well, over here. Nope. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. All right, we got to put this blockhead pyramid thing in here. Oxygen's good, water's good. Meals are good. Oh, oops. I'm sorry. I didn't think about this, guys. Sorry, my bad. Let's put this over here. Support building. Whoops. Off this side of the base. This is going to take our prestige up a whole bunch. One metal, where's this coming from? Way over here. This guy's not happy. He's hauling this crap along and why am I doing this and bot's not doing it? Tuesday. There. That would have been easier if I'd done that to start with, but I didn't. Now, here's the problem. Someone needs to come out. There you go. Alright, now that's up. Yay. That should bounce up our prestige. Okay, that really didn't bounce up our prestige. Maybe it's coming up. Oh. Went to 425. Woohoo. 30 prestige. Yeah. So that should have really bounced up our prestige. Huh. Whatever. Okay, cool. So we got to 150. We didn't do a whole lot of new construction. I mean, we built these two domes. Peas, tomatoes. It's all tomatoes. Crap. Let's put something else in here. Let's put some rice baby, and some taters, and maybe even some maize. I don't build maize. And then we'll do a radish pad over here too. Let's make sure we keep some variety going for salads. 55% commission. You know what? I'm gonna take your metal. Yeah, I'll do. All right, so hopefully we're getting more carrier bots built. We're up to a dozen. Doing driller bots. He's actually got one about done. Carrier bot, carrier bot. This is driller bot too. Yeah. So we have three machines doing carrier bots, 2 doing driller bots, and 1 doing constructor bots. Help keep things going there. Incoming transmission. What you got? Wounded soldiers. We can handle that. Our new med bay is about to get put to the test. And let's see. All right, so here's the new med center. That's this one. So we have 16 beds now. Looks like we only got 10 taken up. Did any of them come over here? Nope. That's good. I don't want them coming over there. So 10. Okay. We didn't even use the new med bay. Well, whatever. There you go. Keep moving some stuff out here. Okay, the bar is way the hell over there. Do a small bar here. I can move this. Oh, Jesus. Here we go again. Security! Bot's talking to the dude. Nobody's jacking with... Okay, here comes security. Well, there's a couple of them. All right, they've engaged. There we go. Now we doop, doop, like 5 shots. There you go. Blast them. Cool. All right, nicely done, boys and girls. All right, so this here is maybe in the way. So let's maybe switch to this. That built up. We can put a gymnasium in here. Put a couple of sleeper rooms off of it because there's nearest gym is way over there. Okay, trade ship landed. Cool. Oh, I got a phone call coming in here. Hang on just a second. Pardon me while I take this. Actually, folks, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate you being here. This is my boss from work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, please drop us a like. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about Planetbase, now available on Steam from Madruga Works. We appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.